Tahir, climate change is a reality now. How can judiciary play a more active role in mitigating the risk?
The global warming is truly and well here. 2024 summers have been a prime example to that. Now, India has a number of laws favoring the environment, but they have been followed more in the breach than in the spirit. So, here, judiciary has to recognize that it must enforce the laws in the right way by making sure that the executive follows all the procedures in relation to its development projects when it comes to environmental clearances. Secondly, it has to interpret all the laws in a manner so as to make them consistent with environmental conservation. Third, it must allow environmental activists, or the term should be the people acting in favor of environment, to have their say whenever there is an important development project coming up which has the risk of denuding the environment. In this way, the Justice Nazmi Waziri of the Delhi High Court had played a very creative and important role in making sure that every time there was a litigant who was given any reprieve by the court, he was made to plant trees, and this happened 10 years ago. So now we have entire area in the national capital region, the ridge area, where those saplings, those plantations have come up, and it has almost become like a green cover. Similarly, uh, in a recent case, the Supreme Court, in its bench headed by Justice Oka, appointed a committee which is, I think, called the Forest Conservation Committee, which will make sure that the national capital region or the national capital territory of Delhi goes on a plantation drive by making sure that enough trees are planted every year there. But this is just a small part of the story. We hear stories of how the environmental clearances are not taken while granting approvals to mining projects, while granting sanctions to forest clearance projects, road building. So, in all these areas, the judiciary has to come in and play the role of the guardian of forests and support them. The precautionary principle in India is now well established part of the environmental jurisprudence, which means that if there is a doubt of whether a particular action will cause damage to the environment or not, then we have to play a cautious role and presume that an environmental damage will be caused if there is a doubt. So that should be the guiding light of the judiciary while it interprets laws. It interprets laws while it enforces laws, and while it uh, creates new jurisprudence as a constitutional court.